Hello, everyone. Let me just start off by saying that, I don't know what Joe Rogan's personal motives are whenever he records podcasts and stuff, or whenever he's doing st-up comedy, or whenever he speaks. I don't know how much he actually knows. I don't know what's a character, or, what's, concocted for broadcast. But I'm surprised. I just watched the podcast with Joe Rogan and Daniel Pinchbeck, and to me, I mean, not to sound condescending, to me, some really basic stuff that I would have figured he understood was baffling both him and Daniel. Joe, have you done DMT, brother? I mean, you talk about DMT a lot, and I've done DMT, probably less than 10 times, and that answer came through clear as day. I'm ranting and raving, and I'm going nuts, and that's what I do because I'm a puppy dog. I'm a kid. Like, I see you guys on the screen here on my phone. It's turned around now because I'm filming myself, recording myself, and I want to talk to you guys. I want to interject. I want to put my 2 cents in there. Now, granted, I'm sure not everybody should be allowed to do that because it'd just be a mess of jibber jabber. See, I'm already losing battery too, but hopefully, again, you guys will watch this, and I can clear up some things for you. As far as the whole, is technology going to transcend us thing? Daniel was the most on point. I mean, he's the one that seems to be the most aware in the group. That, you think about that very first tool that we created, the little rock knife, the little piece of rock that eventually became obsidian and so on and so forth, and eventually became samurai swords, and, is now computers. And like he said, each iteration of that is a reflection of us. But when we get to that point of technology, it'll just continue to be a reflection. It's just the lines are going to blur a little bit more. And then, Joe, as far as you saying, that we're a step on the path, calling us a step on the path is like calling 8-year-old Joe Rogan a step on the path. I mean, were you not 8? Did you not, enjoy those macaroni and cheese dinners that your mom made you, or however your childhood was? Does the fact that I think you're in your 40s now, I'm not sure, and talking to a podcast, does that devalidate your entire childhood? No, that was a part of the path, just like this is too. That was I'm speaking quickly because I know my phone's gonna die, and plus too, ADD, man. I don't want to pay attention to a video that's fucking 10 minutes long either. Nice little 5 minutes, bam, bam, bam in your face. Hopefully I'll have time to get this recommendation out at the end here. Another thing that'll clear stuff up for you. Your childhood, again, man, I really thought that having done DMT and an isolation tank and all these other sorts of things, and then the whole talk about the comedy and the psychic stuff, I really thought you would have known this by now. But, you're not Joe Rogan. You're in a Joe Rogan spectrum right now. There's stuff all the way on the other side and stuff all the way on the other side, and you occupy a portion known as Joe Rogan right now. I occupy a portion known as Josh Vish right now. They're reference points. People that do DMT, people that do fast and have done intensive self-introspection and thinking know that, we are all one, literally. And what that means, literally, is that, it's all a grand game. It's all a grand dream. It's like a giant sandbox video game, and, the way that you play it is you're born into a physical body, and then you go about stuff with your blinders on, You drink, you party, you go to college, you get married, but, only a few of us, Buddha, Jesus, Joe Rogan, Josh Vish, Daniel Pinchbeck, really, start to think and transcend that. And when we do, it's not that Daniel Pinchbeck is special. It's not that Josh Vish is special, or Joe Rogan, or Buddha. It's that we're remembering. We're coming back to where we came from. We're coming back to our roots. So that's too why I started off the way that I did. That, I don't know if maybe you know this stuff already and you're just, being zen about it and continuing on. Daniel seemed pretty zen, talking about always look on the bright side. But that conflict and strife in your life, and I'm dealing with a lot of it right now, it's a game. It's never meant to be taken too seriously. It doesn't really matter anyway. It's all just something for you to do while you're here. And the people that get really sad and really pissed off at it, they don't trust themselves. They don't trust their higher version of themselves who set up their life in the pre-carnate realm. But it's all just a big grand game. It doesn't have any lasting consequence. I mean, the physical world is real. You know, it's an anchor, and I don't want to get into dimensions and time, and is time the fourth dimension and all that fun shit. But it you have to have a Zen understanding of it. It both is completely real and then is completely not real at all. It's simply a point, a spectrum, an oscillation between two extremes. It has no absolute value. God damn it. See, this is another thing, like, why I want to be on the show is because, you know, you're like me, Joe. You're loud and you're in your face, and occasionally whenever I, you know, rant and go, I need someone to say, like, hey, shut the fuck up, pause for a second, like you're doing a Red Man, you know, pause, give me a moment. I need that kind of shit, and it would also make for a much more interesting thing than just one dude ranting at a camera. But anyway, again, I have to try to wrap this up. My freaking phone's dying. Yeah, as far as the are we being transcended? No, your consciousness exists in the Joe Rogan human spectrum now. You know, you were that first amphibian that crawled up on the mud. You know, you were that first cell that let things permeate its cell wall. You know, you will be that perfect, you know, white, sleek iRobot body in the year 4000 that is, what am I? You know, like, you're all of it. It's just that right now, you're only in, perfect, you're only in the Joe Rogan experience. It's not a step, and I do see it eventually getting to that, because I definitely think that a technological singularity will occur, and I'll try to end on that note. I hope you guys fucking watch this, and I hope, hey, anyone else who's watching this, please, link them, tweet them, send them this fucking video, and especially if you know what I'm about to recommend. It's an anime called Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, and without giving too much of it away, it simply exemplifies the human spirit, and specifically the male human spirit. Something in Japanese that's known as Tomashi. It's the spirit inside of us that makes us, you know, go up and out, and it's the positive slant to what you and Daniel are talking about in this dominator culture. I'm a new dude, you know, just like you guys, but I sort of lean towards the Rogan bent of it. You know, I'm here for increasing spiritual enlightenment and expanding people's awareness, but I'm a dude too. You know, I'm a man. Like, you do have to eat meat, you do have to fight, and you do have to, you know, aggressively expand outward. But there's a balance, and that balance seems to be what the human race as a whole is missing. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's part of the ride. I wonder if I'm going to get in trouble for this, because advertising and shit, I don't know. I'm going to put it on YouTube, and, you know, hey man, whoever made Gurren Lagann, I'm only giving you free advertising. It's my favorite piece of media of all time. I love all of the things that it stands for. The animation is fun. It's like an anime version of the podcast too, Joe. You know, it's serious, but it has a lot of comedy in it. It's bright, fun colors, and then just an amazing message. It's 26 episodes long, and it encompasses just an ever increasing arc upward, and every episode will have you on the end of your seat. I definitely recommend that you watch it high, although sober will do fine too. But the main thing that you want to pay attention to, and that's going to answer a lot of questions for both you, for Joe and Daniel, is spiral power, this concept of spiral power. And that's the other reason that I recommend that you watch it high, so that, you know, you clean the slate and really take it in, instead of, like, Joe, you said with your ADD, I could see you sitting there like, I don't want to watch this, it's fucking colorful and dumb, it's cartoon. Get rid of your bullshit, you know, smoke a fucking blunt or a pipe, I don't know how you even smoke your weed, a bong, and sit down and take this in, and you will fucking love it, and it will answer so many questions for you. But, yeah, we're not our biological processes, this is just a point on a spectrum, and we're not going to be transcended by our technology in the sense that you're trying to say that we are. And that I gotta quit just ranting at the camera here. Like, I need more of a feedbacky thing, so it's not so one-sided. But watch Gurren Lagann. Anyone else too? Anyone else watching this? Watch Gurren Lagann. Fucking amazing. Thanks for your time.